Hey folks, this is Matt once again coming at you with another review. This is of Avenging Force from 1986, starring Michael Dudikoff and Steve James. Now, Michael Dudikoff, of course, this is a guy that unfortunately a lot of his films are not on DVD, which I would love to watch a lot of his films like River of Death, Platoon Leader. I think he did one like called, maybe some of them are on DVD, but they're hard to find, or I'm not sure if Platoon Leader is, or River of Death, or you had what, the Human Shield, and he's made a ton of them, and I haven't seen barely any of them. But I do remember from American Ninja, American Ninja 2, American Ninja 4 sucked ass, but American Ninja 1 and 2 I really enjoy. And Avenging Force was a film I remember back in the day. I saw it and like, didn't really care about. But overall, watching it again, I liked it. Have issues with it, but I liked Avenging Force. I believe this is a film that he did, I think, after American Ninja. I believe it's the same director, Sam Firstenberg. Of course, you have Steve James coming back as well. And actually, this film, Michael Dudikoff's character's name is Matt. And his character is the same name of the character of Chuck Norris in Invasion U.S.A. And actually, this film, Avenging Force, was supposed to be a sequel to Invasion U.S.A. But I don't know why. For some reason, it didn't happen. Maybe Chuck Norris just said no. Maybe he was busy doing other movies. Like, well, we got this new guy, Michael Dudikoff. We're not going to mention Avengers USA, but for some reason, we don't keep the same name of the character. And he actually drives a Jeep. It's not the exact same pickup truck as Invasion USA, but with imagine the truck in Invasion Force, but if it had the lights that Chuck Norris had in his vehicle Invasion USA, and if the side was a little bit different. But I like Michael Dudikoff. I liked him in the film. Kind of makes me wonder, though, what it would have been like if Chuck Norris was in this flick. But basically, the plot is Michael Dudikoff. He visits his friend Steve James, who's running for Senate. But you have this group who are just really right-wing assholes who they're paranoid about the commies are going to come in and this and that, and they need to protect, and they use the N-word or ready to use it and all that shit. And they don't like Steve James because in the past they wanted this place for this chemical plant, and Steve James said no, and they threatened him. And Michael Dudikoff wants to stick around because they're friends. Well, Michael Dudikoff, the girl that plays his sister, is fucking horrendous. I don't know if they dubbed the shit out of her voice or what, but it sounded fucking like a fart in the wind. Like every time she opened, you might as well hear because it stinked the house up. Just the dubbing or where the fuck it was. If it's her real voice, man, holy shit, they could have found different actors for the little girl, for his sister, his younger sister. And if it was dubbing, why the fuck did you dub it? It's just really awful. But Michael Dude, like pretty much Steve James' family, they're in this parade. It's actually Mardi Gras. Like it takes place in New Orleans. But then Steve James' family, there's a hit on them. Michael Dudikoff kicks a little bit of ass, but one of Steve James' kids are killed. And basically, another than this right-wing militia, a couple of his groups, they call themselves a Pentangle. And for them, what they like to do is they actually like to find someone who is worthy of the hunt and hunt them in pretty much the bayou. Which makes me think of Hard Target. Because Hard Target is a much, 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 much better movie than this. Although I like the film, Hard Target is 10 times better. But it just made me think, it's people hunting someone in New Orleans. Maybe John Woo or someone else saw Avenging Force. Maybe not John Woo, maybe whoever wrote it saw Avenging Force. Like, oh shit. But the four is like one wears this white mask and tries to act like a ninja. One wears this, it just looks like S&M shit, I don't know. And he has like this 3-ton weapon and stabs someone in the beginning. But then that weapon never comes back, even in this fight against Michael Dudikoff at the end. I'm like, where the fuck is your 3-ton weapon? Why did you show us this weapon and then never use it again at the end? I don't know why. One guy pretty much just covers his face like this. It has like a hat that's fatigues. And one has this really goofy looking mask. He's kind of the leader of the group. He has this weird looking fucking mask. I don't know what the hell. But Steve James, he's pissed that one of his kids is killed. They really want to go after these guys, and even though Steve James knows it's going to be a trap, they decide to go in anyway. They did a little bit of a car chase. Then they sort of in the shipyard, and Steve James and Michael Dudikoff fight a couple bad guys. And then the film really gets in dark territory because the bad guys, they have Pentangle, 5 members. The 5th one is secret. And that because of that one, they're able to find out where Steve James and Michael Dudikoff and Steve James' family are staying. And they actually go over and they torch the place. They blow up the place, so they kill some folks. They kill Steve James. He goes out trying to save his kid. Does save his kid for a little bit. But he dies. And then his kids and wife die. They're killed. Until it's Michael Dudikoff and his sister. And they kidnap his sister and they knock him out because they're like, we want you here. We think you're worthy of these games. We want to hunt you. Because they're really into these games. Chris, you're not supposed to laugh, but there's a moment when the house is on fire. Michael Dudikoff has one of Steve James' kids. It is funny, though, when you watch it, though, because they shoot an arrow into his leg. When he falls down, it's a wide shot. Like, say this is a wide shot, and this is the house. On top here, let's say, it's a 2-story house or so. The top part, like there's scaffolds. When Dudikoff gets hit, he's trying to hold on, drops the kid, and you can tell it's a dummy. I mean, obviously it's supposed to be a dummy, but they don't cut away or anything. It's the same shot where the little body of the kid like falls, and then you just the noises they put in, like ow. Like the dummy body falls, then falls to the ground, and like the wide shot, and like Dudikoff's really falling, but this just dummy that's supposed to be this little kid, just it's like what? You're not supposed to laugh, but at the same time, it did make me laugh. But then, it cuts away as the real kid, and they kill him. And it's not like a Saw PG-13 where you see it, it's just, a cutaway, but you get enough of it. But, wow, it really went dark. Shit, not only did the black guy die, the whole black family died. Guys, like, fuck, no black people can live in this movie. All black people must die in this flick, apparently. Not even the wife, not even the kid could live. Fuck. It's where Steve James dies in a lot of these movies. Because he died in Hero and the Terror. He died in The Exterminator, I believe. He died in fucking this movie. Steve James dies a lot, except in American Ninja films. But fuck. This film, Exterminator, fucking Hero and the Terror, just die. And it would have been weird if Chuck Norris was in this. Steve James has worked with him on Delta Force. He didn't die in that one. And Hero on the Terror, which he did die in that one. But then Michael Dudikoff, he goes up and he accepts the challenge, gets his sister, and goes to the bayou, and they hunt him. And he fights these guys off one by one. And the fights are decent. The first one, just the ninja type guys, decent, so a little bit back and forth. I like that it's in the bayou and it's raining. Good environment. Gets a guy and flips him over onto this this thing sticking on the ground, so it impales the guy. Then the second fight with the guy, the bigger guy, bald guy with like S&M shit, whatever the fuck he has. Lame, kind of lame, because the guy is mainly a wrestler, so he's just basically being the shad and just picking Dudikoff up and slam him to the ground. And all of a sudden, conveniently, there's a fucking crossbow that Dudikoff picks up and shoots, and I thought that could have been a lot better. That's what I mean. If Chuck Norris was in there, I like Michael Dudikoff. Michael Dudikoff is good. I like him. I like him in the film. But Chuck Norris, maybe he could have brought like more of his martial arts prowess, because Michael Dudikoff, I know he's an American Ninja, but Chuck Norris is fucking Chuck Norris, so you probably don't get better fight scenes from Chuck Norris. But always, I like Michael Dudikoff. I like American Ninja 1 and 2, and I like this film, but Chuck Norris is Chuck Norris. You get at least better choreography. Maybe there's like, okay, it's Chuck Norris, let's put some martial artists or some guys who are actually more decent in fighting than like this bald guy. But it's not much of a fight. Then the third guy with the just a mask on and the fatigue hat throws a grenade or two and tries to shotgun Michael Dudikoff, and Michael Dudikoff plays dead and struggles with a knife and stabs the guy with it. Then the fourth guy tries to strangle Dudikoff. Dudikoff stabs him from behind, or stabs behind him to fuck up the guy. Gets his sister out. Sister's in the hospital. He goes back to that final guy who's now in his mansion. And I like this, where the guy has all these artifacts of warfare. And at one point, Michael Dudikoff uses a shield, and one's using a mace. And I like this sort of like picking up weapons. I like that. And Dudikoff slams into the asshole's own statue, stabs his ass. I like the way it ended. It ended sort of a sequel bait ending, but I like the way they did it because Michael Dudikoff knows, like, wait a minute, how come these people knew where we were? And, who's the fifth guy in Pentangle? And it's like one of the guys who was, I forget, it was CIA or Bureau or whatever. And the guy's like, what are you insinuating? And he's like, Michael Dudikoff's like, I'm not insinuating anything. But if that guy's right, and Pentangle is just starting, just know one thing. So am I. So am I. He walks away and then freeze frame, and you get. I like the music at the end. I believe it's the same guy who did the score for American Ninja 2, I believe. Was it Roger Clinton or something like that? I could be wrong. Or George Clinton? Wait, I think Roger Clinton's the fucking related to Bill Clinton. I think I'm thinking of George Clinton, right? Or I think I am thinking of George Clinton. Not God, the other one, Robert Clinton. Yeah, George Clinton is what I'm thinking of. Ron Clinton. No, this Clinton is black. He's not related to Bill Clinton or Roger Clinton. But yeah, George S. Clinton, who did American Ninja 2. I like the score for Avenging Force. I like the end theme. So I like the way it ended there. So the film is not too much to run home about. The fight scenes are not like the when you see films of Gary Daniels, Martha Costos, Jeff Speakman, Jeff Wincott, you see films like that. Then when you see Michael Dudikoff in this, it's not really technique and such. It's more of a brawl, couple punches and kicks. But for what it was, I still liked it. It went at a decent enough pace. It wasn't too long of a film. Again, I liked the score, especially the end theme by George S. Clinton. I like Michael Dudikoff. I liked him. I liked Steve James when he was there. It was sad that they killed him off in the film, and Steve James may rest in peace. Decent direction by Sam Firstenberg. I like the idea of these four people having this hunting group. I like those kind of ideas. Kind of like, for example, Surviving the Game with Ice-T. I like that film. And Gary Busey, Rutger Hauer. I like that flick. Hard Target is my favorite of that kind of stuff. But still, again, Michael Dudikoff I like. Steve James I like for a little bit. The score I like, especially the end themes. I like how it ended. I mean, we never got a sequel. I would not have minded a sequel to this, but I just like the way it ended. And the little fights, although once in a while you kind of a little bit, but they were there, and for what they were, I liked them. Definitely not much in technique and all that stuff, but I still liked them. They worked for what they had to do. And overall, it was a film that I still wonder, like, what would Chuck Norris have done with this film? But I still liked it. I still liked the film. It is what it is. If you're a Michael Dudikoff fan, you like American Ninja, you should definitely give it a look. I would still say American Ninja 1 and 2 I like more than this flick. Because I think they had like better pace and a little bit more action, a little bit more choreographed action. And Steve James has more to do and stuff. Because he doesn't die. And also another with this film, kind of interesting how dark it kind of turned. It's like, wow, not only do you kill Steve James, you kill his entire fucking family. So it definitely made you hate the bad guys, but it definitely made the bad guys more evil. So you want Michael Dudikoff to take care of them. And again, I like the bayou setting and a little bit in the end fights in the rain, and I like the little fight he has with the last bad guy in his mansion. But overall, I liked the film. Didn't love the film, but I liked the film. It's definitely decent. It definitely doesn't deserve to not be on DVD in the U.S. Um, yeah, it doesn't. I have a DVD-R of it, but it doesn't deserve to not be on DVD in the U.S. Come on now. But that's just my opinion. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.